So, are you getting excited about this full moon in Scorpio that's coming up with the total lunar eclipse, the blood moon? I certainly am, and I think one of the coolest things for me is my ascending is in Scorpio. So I always feel very attracted to Scorpio in a lot of ways. And I'm sure that you have somewhere in your chart, a little bit of Scorpio or water that is being pulled on at this time. So as we know, the full moon just pulled on the energies of water here on the earth. And since we are mostly water, they affect us as well. So that's how the crazies come out during the full moon. Well, this full moon is extra special because there's a total eclipse involved. And whenever there's a total eclipse, we have a lot more energies within that moon. So if you think of a full moon and it's a releasing and letting go time period, and as we're releasing and letting go around Scorpio, the concept of death, sex, taxes, and money, and all of those kind of deep, dark secrets. So when we're releasing around those things, it's exemplified and it's made even bigger than usual with this eclipse. And we're having a connection, all, the sun, the earth, and the moon. Those elements that are closest to us are all in a perfect line in order for this to happen. And so I feel like that has real significance for us too, that all of these energies are aligned. And it's a great time for us to align with our energies. So I was wanting to talk about some of the energies and feelings that are coming to me for today, the 16th, with the moon, the full moon in Scorpio, and also the total lunar eclipse. So the first thing that came to me in my meditation and my contemplation was the rose quartz. And I have some rose quartz that I'm wearing. I have some rose quartz here. Very likely is one of the crystals that you have, or you could get your hands on quite easily. It's a very common crystal, and it's all about unconditional love, healing relationships, bringing those true relationships into our lives. And when you think about unconditional love, it especially is something that will change your life as you learn to love yourself unconditionally. And one of the most recent lessons that I've been learning about loving myself unconditionally is that perfection is an illusion. It's not a reality. In fact, we can honestly say that 100% of the time we are imperfect. And so many times, whether it's in school or at home or wherever we've been kind of pushed the idea of being as perfect as possible. But as we're able to accept and love ourselves without conditions, just the way we are, just where we are, when we are, as we truly learn to love ourselves and love those around us, we can connect with the energies of the rose quartz. And so during this moon, if you get a chance, put the rose quartz out into the moonlight. Let it connect with the energies over the next 3 nights with the energies of the full moon in Scorpio, bringing all that mystery into your life. A lot of healing in relationships. So sometimes we think only of maybe a romantic relationship, but we have so many relationships in our lives that can be healed a little bit more. Okay, so the next thing that I was being drawn to is the concept of protection. And I was asking a friend the other day about protection, and I mean, there are many elements that we are aware of. We could have, burning sage, burning incense. We could have burning candles around us. We can have protection with some of the darker stones, black pepper, all very protective things around us. Meditations for protection. Excuse me. I think it's getting to me, all this stuff. Sorry. Okay, so you can see that all of these elements can help us with our protection. We have protection with meditations, placing a bubble of light around us and that keeps things out. There's EFT tapping. That's good for protection. What about you? Have you found something that you feel has been really helpful in energetic protection in your life? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So one of the things that I hadn't thought of that somebody said to me was, as you embrace unconditional love and true love in your life, protection will automatically happen around you, because you will be exuding love to the world, and there'll be no room to be taking anything in that you don't want. And so the more you're giving out to the world, the more as you're giving out, a true blessing it'll be. So, yes, I'd love to hear about some of the things that have really helped you with protection in your life. And the third thing that I was thinking about was how it's the blood moon. And I was thinking about blood. So what does blood mean to you? What do you think of when you think of blood? Well, one of the things that I thought of is how blood carries the breath of life to the whole body. And so just as much as in order for us to live, we need to automatically breathe, which we do, even when we're not thinking about it, we're breathing. And so that's how, it's like also how manifestation works. But if you think about it, as you breathe, the other thing is happening without you really thinking about it or planning it or causing it to happen, is your heart beating. So your heart is beating and you're breathing. And as these two things are occurring, the blood is bringing in that oxygen, taking it through your body, and bringing back the things that need to be released, the carbon dioxide. So blood really is all about giving and receiving, the release and the acceptance. And this full moon is all about the release. And so as we go through the release, breathing out of the carbon dioxide, and then we breathe in of the oxygen that our body needs. And really it needs both processes, the whole process. So we need to learn how to both give and receive in our lives and to have balance. So I'm going to say that blood is all about balance. And as we have blood flowing through our body, as that blood flows, and it balances out the energies of the oxygen and the carbon dioxide, it balances out life. Connect with the blood moon and the concept of blood and bringing balance into our lives. So the three things that have come to my mind during this unconditional love, energetic protection, and balance with the concept of blood flowing freely in our bodies, which is so important to keep things going in our life. So I would like to take a look at a card for each one of the zodiac signs. So the intention that I put into this deck, Whispers of Love, I cited the theme of unconditional love. So the Whispers of Love deck, before I did the shuffling, before the video, I put in intention to the deck that we would do the fire, water, earth, and air signs in that order. So, well, let's get started with Aries. So, Reiki energy in the deck and split. Okay. Now, so the underlying energy, so kind of like the energy, overall energy for all of us at this time, is the union of hearts. And so many of us this weekend, during this moon, during this eclipse, will be having union in our lives. Union between the masculine and the feminine, whether it's in the 3D, the 5D, whether it's within our own hearts and the balancing of those energies. So a love connection defies explanation. That's beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. Okay, let's start with Aries. So the message for Aries is receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So in this card, it's talking about being willing to receive. And so we're talking about releasing and receiving. And so here, Aries, you especially, during this time, find ways to truly receive with a gracious appreciation. And that will make all the difference in your life right now. All right, Leo. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. So to me, this card often points to the 5 love languages, and one of the love languages is touch. So Leo, it may be that someone in your life really needs touch. The touch is what helps them understand that they are loved. And also, Leo, it might be that, for you, with your soft and generous heart of love, that having a little extra personal touch in your life will go a long ways. And Sagittarius. Act as if your partner is here. So whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are already here and consider them. So Sagittarius, wherever you may go, whatever you're doing, act as though that person that you're thinking about and maybe you're hoping for, dreaming for, is in your life currently. This is the best way to manifest, is to have the beautiful feelings of unconditional love and respect and happiness inside your heart, even before this actual relationship comes into place. The other thing that you are learning with is, there are times when the way we treat ourselves is as if we have a partner here in our lives. So act according to how you would act, when you have a partner in your life. All right, so let's move on to the water. Cancer. All right. Be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. All right, so Cancer, find a way to be authentic during this lunar eclipse and full moon. You know, authenticity is so important. Being your true self, telling your story. You don't need to hide behind an illusion, but be your true, real self. And here, there's a gentleman playing a flute, and she's wearing kind of an unusual hat. And I think in all of this, they're attempting to be their true, authentic self in any situation. Okay, Scorpio. This is your moon. Express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So this is kind of like another one of love languages, gift giving. Scorpio, you're being called to give a gift to someone you love. And as you give that gift, remember, the gifts don't have to be, some big expensive car or something. It could simply be a poem, a beautiful shell of stone you found on your walk. Something that helps that person know, I was thinking about you and I care about you. So let's take a look at the third water sign, Pisces. All right, Pisces, your message: choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. So remember that you cannot choose wrong. Sometimes you might feel a little watered down, wallowing down, having a struggle with knowing what to do next. Pisces, just remember that whatever happens in life, choose love, choose your heart as the direction that you are heading. All right, Earth signs, Capricorn. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. So wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing, Capricorn, treasure the people who have been there for you for a long time. That may not be family, it might be friends. People that have connected with you in the past, and you might feel an ability at this time to connect with them again. If you need to say you're sorry, say you're sorry. If you need to walk into a new energy, do that. Say to yourself, I will be the highest version of myself today, and I will treasure the ones that I love and I care for. All right, Taurus. The message for you, Taurus, is look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Well, this is the 11th card. So the 11th card is saying to you, you are stronger than you realize. There is more here than you know. Don't be afraid that things aren't going to go how you have planned, because they will go how they're meant to be. So move forward in your strength, in your courage, and Taurus, you will be led into the next venture in your life. Okay, Virgo. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So the people around you need support, Virgo. And maybe you need support. You can be supportive of yourself. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Walk in your purity and love. Speak the truth. And in the tarot, your card is the Hermit, which is all about that deep understanding. So really develop that wisdom in it's fascinating because the angel here is rainbow colors, which is Raziel, which is all about wisdom. So I feel you're Virgo, you're really being called to wisdom at this time. All right, Gemini. So Gemini, embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Sometimes it's okay to be who you are and accept the feelings that you're having at this time. You don't have to hide them. In fact, when you're able to feel your feelings, it's the easiest way to be able to let go and move on. So in this energy of releasing, in the Scorpio energy, embrace your emotions. Hold on tight. And as you do, you'll be able to move on in your life. All right, Libra. Libra, have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. So this is the time to float free. We were talking about the importance of balance. And Libra, you are all about balance. But you're also, about family and connections and beauty and grace. And here, this beautiful faith card is great for an air sign. The butterflies don't think about flying. They just start flapping their wings and fly around. So have faith in your surroundings, in your situation, knowing that you are going from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly and able to fly freely through the world. Aquarius, last but not least, have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So in your life, just take the time to feel some patience. Know the energy of patience. As the moon goes through its cycles, the sun goes through its cycles, the earth goes through its cycles, have the patience. You can see in this card too, there's all of these waterfalls coming down and they're coalescing. So it might be that you'll try a road and it doesn't quite work. And you'll try another road and it doesn't quite work. You'll try another road and it doesn't quite work. But know that you will find the way of making the way. Keep moving forward on your path, and you will find the patience and the abundance and the victory that you seek. All right, so let's look at one more card kind of for the collective energies. Get to know each other. So during this time, during this weekend, spend some time getting to know the other people that are around you. I remember one time I was over in North Carolina, and at the end of the day, I got on the elevator. And as I began to go down the elevator, I began to speak to the person that was with me and got to know them. And they were such a wonderful and beautiful person. And they turned to me and said, "It's quite obvious that you're not from North Carolina because the colors of our skin are quite different, and yet you are speaking to me as though we have no difference." And so there may come a time in the next few weeks when you come across someone in your life that you typically have not connected with. By getting to know them in a very special way, it will be of great benefit and help to your life and be part of your journey. So open your heart, open your mind to new perspectives and new directions. There's always something new to see. So remember, connect with the energy of the rose quartz. If you don't have one, this is a really great week to go by or go find, however it's going to come into your life, some rose quartz. Maybe your friend's asking you what you need for a gift. You know, a rose quartz bracelet really helps develop that unconditional love for yourself in your life and that connection with relationships. So I'd love to hear what you learned during this moon and during this eclipse in the comments. I'd love to hear about what you've learned in the comments, and also other readings or directions that you would like to see on this channel, the Spiritual Rebirth Sanctuary. So this is a place for you to come together and to have a safe place for healing. And I am really enjoying working with my clients with Spiritual Rebirth Sanctuary with using a healing tarot. So the energy healing with the tarot combined. And it's a beautiful way to work with people, help to raise their vibration, and bring more abundance and manifestations into your life. So thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you at the next half moon next week.